So before the release of Burials, you kind of started a national tour, which is kind of not something you've done a lot before, as far as before the album comes out.
Right.
So was there anything specific that went into the decision to do it before? Was there any kind of methodology or something different, or was it just timing?
There were two things. We wanted to do some of the shows just to kind of let people know that we were back, you know, just to kind of create awareness of the record coming out. Also, we originally had a release date that was a little bit earlier, so it was going to be just a couple weeks on the road, then the record drops, and then we're going to continue with the tour. But the record label pushed the release date back a little bit, so it ended up being like a full tour before the record came out.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit of both those things.
Okay, so was the original release date supposed to be September, like the original teaser video kind of said?
We were kind of everything was leading up to that, and then you know, the record labels have the job of, like, you know, in addition to our record, they put out, you know, Pearl Jam a couple weeks earlier, and we wanted to stay far away from that. You know, it's all about trying to carve out some space for yourself, and then ultimately they chose to push it down the road a little bit. So I mean, whatever, it's out now.
And like, have you guys planned any bigger setlist changes as far as, like, you know, including more Burials material, or is there any kind of big differences between the last leg of this tour and this leg, as far as mind frame with the set lists and stuff like that?
I think not yet, but I think what we'll be doing is sort of evolving it, continuing to evolve the set list. We're kind of starting where we left off, just because that's where we're most comfortable and that's what we will do best. But then as the shows progress, we'll probably continue to evolve and adding more Burials tracks and you know, just basing what we do on the reactions that we get.
And on that note, are there any songs that are older or even newer songs that you miss playing live?
I don't know. What is the name of that song? That was on Semi Underground. It was kind of a 6/8 song.
Endlessly.
Endlessly, yeah. Like, I was looking at an old set list and I saw that Endlessly, she said, was on there, and I totally had forgotten about the song, but it used to be really fun to play. And it's just kind of like highlighted to me how, you know, at different eras we're working with a different batch of songs and can't. You know, sometimes we wing it, but most of the time I like to be, you know, confident in what I'm doing before we play songs. So, but that was one I thought about in a long time.
I'll tell you the issues.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Can't tell you how it goes.
Yeah, no, a single second has like that gnarly bass intro, and you don't play that too much anymore. Is that maybe you miss it because it's like fun to play, or is it like so?
I mean, the intro itself is like 5 seconds long. It's not that. I do like playing the faster, more technical stuff, but it's I don't know. To me, it's not as. I mean, we play that so much. It's not as like creatively fulfilling for me to play something that's that old.
Yeah, there are a handful of songs that have just been a staple in the set for so many years, and we finally realized, well, we don't have to play this. You know, it's kind of nice. It's kind of liberating.
Yeah, I do like playing fast though.
I do like Sacrifice Theory.
I can do that.
I was thinking about that song the other day. I hadn't really thought about it.
So coming in Youth Code are opening for you guys throughout this tour, and they sound quite a bit different from current, you know, AFI. So what influenced your guys' decision to have them open? Was it your decision? Is it something that you guys kind of talk about, or?
Yeah, it's always our decision. We always get kind of a list of bands that have been submitted, and we usually go through the list and see if there's bands that we're into, and then ultimately just bring out our friends. Because it's more fun.
Yeah. It's not important for them to sound like us. They just sort of have to fit into the general world that we come from, or that, you know. So it's you know, and it's actually, I think it's cool to have a diverse package.
And I think, I mean, Coming are such a legit band. Like, they remind me of the birthday party, like an updated birthday party, and it's just like, they're good guys and they're nice guys, but what they're doing is just intense.
Yeah.
You know, it's at times almost unpalatable, and that's what's cool about it, you know? Like, they make, everyone in the room feels a certain way about the band when they're done. Whether they love it or hate it. But there's really nobody on the fence.
Right.
And that's powerful.
Yeah, and there's also like they're a do-it-yourself band, you know, where they're releasing tapes.
Yeah.
That's almost unheard of for a major label band to take a band out like coming, but it's awesome to
Yeah.
see that you guys still care about the
Well,
music.
we always,
perform it.
yeah, and we always get lots of pressure to bring out bands that, you know, might help with ticket sales or might be on the same label or friends with management or, you know, but
Part of me collected and destroyed. Tell me what it's like to hold a heart.
Who do you think is the best booking act you've had in the past 10 years? That's a big time frame. But
Man, 10 years?
yeah. You can narrow it down if you want.
I liked touring with The Explosion. We also had Darker My Love play some shows with us. That's just offhand. I mean,
Yeah.
So many good bands,
The Nerve Agents.
I missed that.
They probably fit in that 10 years, right? Has it been 10 years?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I might have missed the window there.
No, not 10 years. Because that would have been 2004, would be 10 years.
Yeah.
which is-
Yeah.
And
So-
they broke up before that, like
Yeah.
2001 and 2, I think.
Okay, so they don't count.
But still, that's good. That's a good poll.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite song to play off Barriers? I mean, have you guys like gotten together and practiced all of the songs, or is it something, or you just kind of do them one by one, or piece them together? Or?
We used to have them all down
Yeah.
when we were in the studio.
Yeah, we played Greater Than 84 at Soundcheck for the first time since we recorded it.
Oh, cool.
And we've also been playing Face Beneath the Waves, but I keep coming at the wrong time, so until I figure that out, we're not.
Yeah,
It's a little rough right now.
What about The Sinking Night? Is that something you guys are going to be playing?
Yeah. I hadn't even thought about that.
It might be challenging vocally for that to be the first song in the set, but yeah,
Makes sense.
Before you kill the only one who can.
What's the most difficult song off of Burials to play?
it probably is different for everybody.
Any of the songs we haven't played yet.
For me,
I
it's-
don't remember.
For me, it's probably Wild,
Okay.
just because it's just too fast. For what I'm doing on the drums, it's too fast.
Okay.
We tried to slow it down, like to make it just a tiny bit easier, but it didn't have the same energy.
Okay.
So it's just one of those things where it just has to be,
Yeah.
it just has to be like that.
I remember it's so much to you exactly.
What's the hardest for you?
I don't. It's none of them are like difficult once I remember what I did on them.
Yeah.
It's that. It's just remembering. Like Greater Than 84, when we started playing, I'm like, okay, I have no idea if I'm going to make it through this, if I'm going to remember it, but I remember the whole thing. So
That's good.
It sounds surprisingly good.
yeah, we're pros.
There you go.
Yeah, there was actually in an interview years ago, I think it was an interview, there was just like a Q&A or something. You had said that Kill Cost was always a pain to play live because it's early in the set and it's fast.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, for a while we were doing it like the second song or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or no, the first song after the intro. And I'm just,
right.
Yeah,
I remember
the summer we're going to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
I'm just-
2009. No, sorry.
No, I'm sorry, I'm just not loose at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to have to put that song on drums right away.
Yeah, no time to warm up.